Welcome back to the House of Wellness podcast, where we talk about changing your mindset around self-love, money, and abundance. If you are new, I am your host, Jack Scott Lee, your self-love, money manifestation, abundance queen. Today we're going to be talking about my favourite topic, manifestation, how you can call in all the wealth, all the abundance, all the money, all the hot sex, all the beautiful lovers that you totally deserve because you're worth it, just as you are. So the steps I'm going to talk about today is stuff that I use all of the time myself whenever I'm manifesting, whether it be a new car, new house, money, whatever it is. I always use the same formula, the same steps, and I focus on the vibration, the feeling good, getting into alignment into what it is that you actually want, why you want it, and whatever you want, it doesn't really matter. If you think it's an idea in your mind, the universe put it in there for you, and it already exists. It's waiting for you to go and grab it. So I'm here to help you go after your dreams, go after your goals, go after your desires, and make sure you get what you want. And more importantly, have so much fun on the way to getting things that you want, dream, hope, and desire. So, the number one thing to start with when we talk about manifestation is putting in your order to the universe. Imagine you are going to your favorite restaurant and you're gonna order your favorite sandwich, burger, meal, whatever it is, and you're gonna get quite specific on how you want it. Like if you go into a coffee shop, for example, you're not gonna just say, "Give me a coffee," or "Give me a cup of tea," or "Give me a hot chocolate," whatever it is. You have your specific order. And this is going to be exactly the same when you order from the universe too, because when you get specific about what it is you actually want, then the universe is going to deliver it. If you just say something like, "Well, I want to be rich," well, what does that actually mean? Do you want to be rich in money? How much will qualify you for being rich to you? Or I want to be a millionaire. What, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million? I want to be a multimillionaire, or I want to meet the perfect lover. I want the perfect relationship, or I want to manifest my dream job. You want to start to actually focus on what it is you actually want and speaking it into existence by. There are a few ways there's loads of ways you can do this actually. I like to vocalize it. I love to talk. This is why I have a podcast. I actually love to speak it into my voice recorder app on my phone. I'll speak about my affirmations and my manifestations like they've already happened. So I speak about them in the past tense. And so it's not about exactly what it is you want, but it's more to do with how you're going to feel when you have it and how you know you've got it. You know what I mean? So, for example, if you want to manifest a bright pink Lamborghini, well, how's that going to make you feel when you have it? Who would be the first person you tell or show? You're going to rock up to their house, whatever, or you're going to phone your best friend when you get the job of your dreams, you sign the deal on your house, whatever it is you want. How would that actually make you feel when you get the if you're trying to manifest a child, for example, and you get your blue line on your test, how do you feel when you get that? How do you feel when you open up your banking app and you can see all those zeros after your millions? You got 10, 20, 30, 90, whatever million it is. How would that make you, how would you feel? How joyous would you be? And what does that person look like? And how would you dress? How would you act? Where would you shop? Where would you vacation? What would you do for work? It's about starting to feel and really get into tune with living and embodying the future version of you, and knowing that actually that person isn't far within reach, it's actually within me, and I have the power to start to embody those qualities today. Even by just making small steps, which is an action I'll get to later in the steps. Look, for step one, put in your order, get specific, write it down, make a vision board. I love vision boarding. I'm kind of lazy, so I'm not old school. You can be old school to get magazines, and I think you can still get magazines and cut pictures out and glue them down like a stalker. That's absolutely fine. You can definitely do that. I love to use Pinterest. I think it's amazing. Literally, Pinterest is like the algorithm of the universe. Like whatever you type in for your manifestations, it will just keep showing you more of it. You know what I mean? So, I've been popping down things like rooftop terrace villas or beach view bedroom properties, and it'll just keep showing me more of that. So I've started to collate all the images, the houses, cars, jobs, vacations, and putting it all together into a vision. But I think I use something like Pic Collage app, which is free. and put it all together, and then I download it, I put it onto my iPad, put it onto my iPhone, as my screensaver, as my lock screen, and I love to have that visualization there already. So, you know, the amount of time you check your phone, your tablet, wherever it is throughout the day, and you're going to keep seeing the reminder of your vision board, of your manifestation. You can even go as further as putting your own images on it as well. I did a thing a while ago when I drove like one of my manifestation cars. It was a bright green Lambo, and I had my photos taken in it, my video in it. I was inside the car. And I've got all the photos. I put those onto my manifestation board because I want to manifest my own supercar. You know, so even going as far as that, and that is also getting into alignment, telling the universe, I'm ready. This is for me. This is how it feels, and I know now when I'm sitting in that car, for example, I know how it feels. I know what it sounds like. I know I've actually driven it. You know what I mean? And this is getting into the specifics of telling the universe exactly what it is you want, and knowing that you're totally worthy of it. So this leads me on to step 2, and step 2 is write down all the negative beliefs that you have around about getting the manifestation. You know, because we get so caught up in the how it's going to happen, which I'll get to later. But actually, right now, if you, for example, you say I want to manifest $1 million, £1 million, £10 million, £100 million, whatever it is, you know, because it's just energy. The number the number on your banking app when you open it doesn't determine your self-worth at all. It doesn't determine you're a good person or a bad person. It's just energy, and it's what you focus on, what you put onto that. Money was just created as a form of trading. It is not your self-value at all, you know what I mean? So when you start to talk about, I want to manifest my dream house, my dream job, you know, my dream partner, they'll have all these negative beliefs. Well, I'm not, you know. I've always been poor, my family are poor, money is evil, money doesn't grow on trees, you have to work hard for the money, you know, easy come, easy go, in one hand out the other, you know, what was the other one I heard recently? It was something like, if it's, nothing worth having comes easy or something like that. I'm like, wow, all these things that we're told we have to grind for. And we haven't been incarnated into the planet to suffer. You know, the pain. I read this thing that pain is inevitable. You know, things are going to happen, but suffering is optional. And you get to decide and call in your power and decide, you know, where it is I'm going to focus my energy on. So you'll start to find that when you start to step into your manifestation and talk about what it is you actually want, that there's going to be resistance, and you're going to feel like, oh, well, I don't deserve that, or if I want to manifest my perfect lover, then I need to, you know, make these changes to myself, and I'm not ready to do those. Or it means getting up early, going to the gym because I want to be fit, healthy, and while I want to drop X amount of weight. But that means getting comfortable, going to, you know, working out, hiring a trainer, eating right, getting a nutritionist, whatever it is you have to do. With these negative beliefs around it, you know what I mean. And these is where some people get tripped up with law of attraction and manifestation, is that you can't possibly think about the negative. Well, we're human, that's what happens. We do have helpful and unhelpful thoughts, I like to call it. Anything not negative or, you know, positive is helpful or unhelpful. And as soon as you realise you can view your thoughts as that, you get to choose your thoughts, and your thoughts don't choose you. And once you get to focus on that and realise that you have the power to actually reframe your thinking, reframe your mind, and this is going to lead me on to step 3, is start to tap on your beliefs, so your negative beliefs. So I always start with my tapping sequence on the side of the hand. If you haven't tapped ever, that's absolutely okay. If you've heard about it, it's a weird thing that you do when you tap on your base. That is kind of true. So you're tapping on your meridian points all around the body to release energy. When you release energy, you call in the frequency to attract whatever you want. So I've used this for better health, reframing my mindset around self-love, money, love, abundance, calling in my manifestation, calling in love, all these sort of things. I've done with tapping, and it's so amazing to do it. I've done it for my health issues, I've done it for so many things. But we do start, when you tap, you always start with, not always, but it's great to start with, but especially when you dive into manifestation, because you're doing like up leveling, you're shifting all this negative energy, you're shifting your mindset. So you have to do the work where actually honouring where you know there's an issue, there's a problem, there's something that's holding you back from your manifestation, and it's not about, okay, I'm not going to think about it, I'm just going to focus on the positive. That's great. However, you're going to keep stumbling upon the problem again and again and again. So you need to rip off the plaster, get stuck in, find out where it's coming from. So I always say write down the negative thoughts and beliefs. So I start to tap on the side of the hand here and start going over the negative beliefs. Or I'm not worthy of love. I always attract whatever, you know. I always attract losers. I always attract partners who cheat on me. I'm always spending more than I earn. I can't, you know. I always drive my bank balance down to zero every month. I'm living paycheck to paycheck, and then I always finish with, but whatever the statement is, I deeply, completely love and accept and forgive myself, you know, and repeat that a few times, whatever it is, you know. And then once we do that, we then start calling all the positive stuff. So if you're talking about manifesting £10 million, whatever, we'd be like, I'm calling in so much wealth and abundance. I'm rewriting my scripts around money. I'm allowing myself to be a money magnet. I'm safe to be a millionaire. I'm the first millionaire in my family. Money loves me. I am abundant, wealthy, rich and prosperous. I'm working with the universe and co-creation to be so abundant, so wealthy. And then I tap on the wrist and say, and so it is. And I'll keep doing that for depending on how much time I have, 5 or 10 minutes. To honour the blockages, release the blockages, and this is something you have to do all the time, you know, until you feel like it's okay. And when I do money affirmation, money EFT affirmation, I do those every day, and I always start my daily practice with my amazing day ritual where I will tap on something every day. Usually tap about having an amazing day, so I'll start with, you know, today's amazing, today's beautiful, today's the best day of my life. I'm going to have the most amazing day ever. I'm keeping myself open to so many blessings and miracles because that is in my power, you know. And again, so I'm literally setting the intention as soon as I wake up every morning to have the best day I possibly can, because you know what? That can absolutely happen. And since I've been doing this practice, I've pretty much had a great day every day ever since. That is not to say contrast happens, of course it does. There's things outside of our control every day that are going to happen. You know, people are going to get on your nerves. People are going to do things that you don't want them to do, you know, and that's just part of being human. But you can't control that. What you can control is your reaction to it and how you show up and how you deal with that contrast, and knowing that you're always in your power and that nothing can, if you're vibing and you're in alignment, nothing can shake you, you know what I mean? So this once we've put in our order, we've talked about what's holding us back. We're calling in all the positivity, how it's going to feel like being a rich bitch, buying all the bags, sunbathing in my poolside villa, all that stuff, calling in gorgeous lovers, whatever we're tapping on. We start to, you know, this is not enough. You can be like, oh yeah, I've told the universe what I want. I'm going to chill on my sofa and just wait for it to come, wait for it to happen. While, you know, your perfect lover may not break down the front door, you know, to rescue you. You know, they may, you know, but the next step will be to take inspired action. And this doesn't have to be a massive thing. I think sometimes people get tripped and think, okay, I want to change my life, I want to do it today. And that is fantastic, but actually, does that have longevity? For me, no. For me, when I've done a lot of life-changing things, yes, I've taken drastic, inspired action, but at the same time, I've also taken daily steps every day to achieve what I want to achieve, and know that who that future version of myself is, who is rich, who is abundant, who's with me right now, what are they doing? So I'm sorting about my finances. I'm going through my bank statements all the time. I'm saving money. I'm mindful where I'm spending it. I'm taking steps to create wealth, to start my side hustles, to promote my businesses, do all the things, because the future version of me is, you know, is so abundant in doing that already. And same when it comes to, okay, I want to have an amazing body, I want to attract amazing lovers. So what does that mean I need to do every day? Do I need to start eating right? What does that mean? Do I need to throw away all my old clothes that don't fit me anymore because they just make me feel like shit? And do I start to throw away all my clothes that are like really old, my old underwear? Do I need to wear my favourite perfume every day because, you know, every day is a gift, the surprise and blessings are every day, so I'm showing up as my best self all the time. So I'm going to do my makeup, I'm going to do my hair, I'm showing up as my most gorgeous self because that makes me feel good. Am I eating right? You know, these are small steps you can take every day to make you feel rich and abundant and step into alignment of joy. Surrounding myself with like my favourite people, laughing all day long, making sure I'm having fun, living in my child state as well, to call in the vibration of enjoyment, having fun, living my life and just enjoying every day, because the more fun I have, the more money I make, the more fun I have, the more alignment and vibrational greatness I am to achieve my manifestations, my dreams, my goals and desires, because I'm having fun in doing so. But this comes with daily action every day, inspired action, and not just waiting for things to happen. This is about stepping out of your comfort zone. Sometimes going after the things that you want means you have to do things you have never done before. So you can't do new shit with older you, you know. You have to step out, you have to get it out of your comfort zone to get what you want from me. For example, I finished one business, one career, and then I sold my house, sold my car, sold my business, and I actually went to another country to restart a new career, a new life, all this sort of stuff. And it was really successful. I took a massive leap, massive gamble. For me, it paid off, and it was such an amazing and scary and terrifying and so amazing thing to do, which I talk about a lot in my House of Wellness podcast. If you are on Spotify, Apple Music, all the podcast channels, you can listen to all my stories on there too, which I release episodes like every day. There's a Wellness Warriors community too. On the Wellness Warriors, I release episodes all the time, and it's a monthly thing where you subscribe and you get all the information, all the premium content, all the premium episodes before anybody else. And if you're not following me on all the socials, I'm always talking about manifestation tips, abundance hacks, ways you can prosper and change your life. So there's some House of Wellness on Instagram and House of Wellness on TikTok too. So with taking inspired action, the last step is to release it to the universe and forget the how. Okay, so you're like, okay, so you told me to take inspired action, now I've got to release it to the universe. Yeah, so it's working with co-creation, take inspired action, but also do not micromanage too, because we as humans only have our beautiful little brains. We only see one way or one vision of how we're going to get the thing, but actually the universe is so expansive and so full of surprises and so many plot twists. And sometimes when a door is closing for you, it's because it's redirecting you to another direction. I always say that when you have your manifestation, you have say you're using your GPS system, you put in your postcode, you kind of know where you're going to go. You've not been there before, but you have an idea of how you're going to get there. So you're trusting, put in the postcode into your zip code into the GPS, set about your way, and you're on your way going. And on the way, sometimes you're going to mishear the information, you're going to take a wrong turn, and you get rerouted. And when you get rerouted, it might take you another way, and that way is more beautiful. There's more views. You're going to see, you're going to learn new things, and there's always plot twists throughout your journey to receiving the thing, to getting the manifestation. This is about trusting the universe and working with the co-creation and not getting tripped up on the how. Well, how can I get that? Because I can't make any more money because I only get paid this salary. Well, you don't know. You might meet a rich sugar daddy, for example. Or you may come into some money. You might have some money owed to you. Didn't know about. You might get a promotion. You might have a conversation with someone else who's hiring, or you might accidentally start a side hustle. There's so many millions of ways that you just don't know how the universe is going to surprise you. So it's about keeping yourself open. Yes, taking inspired action as much as you can, but also allowing yourself to be open to suggestion when it comes to manifesting your miracles, because the universe is always on hand to surprise and bless you in ways we don't even know. There's people out there we haven't even met yet who want to change your life so much. There's situations, there's so many things and blessings that happen to you that we don't even know about, because every day is going to be so different, and we just don't. When we wake up every morning, we kind of know what's going to happen, but ultimately, as soon as you step outside of that front door and open your eyes, you have no idea what's really going to happen. It's all out of your hands, so you have to trust the universe that when you put in your order, I always say it's this or something better, and the universe never fails to deliver as long as you're prepared to work in co-creation with the universe to have so much fun on the way to receiving your manifestation. Because actually receiving the manifestation, receiving all the things that you want is amazing, but what's more amazing is the journey there when you are in true alignment, having so much fun, enjoying who you are, being who you are, and the more authentic and in alignment to who you are, what gives you joy you can be, without having to worry about what people might think about you, for going after your dreams, not having to worry about how you come across and actually living within your truth. Then you step into alignment with who you are born to be, and you attract your soul tribe, your affirmations, or you'll attract all the right things to you because you're in alignment to who you're supposed to be. So that is my tips. Are we going to say 5? If you're counting, I think it's 5. I think it's 6 tips to manifest anything you want. Keep your eyes peeled on the YouTube channel for more episodes of the podcast. And in the meantime, check us out on the Spotify and all the other platforms for the audio version too. And if you're not already doing so, like, subscribe, share, review, all the things. And The Abundance Queen Money Manifestation course starts in July. The pre-sale is already out. Space is already filling up, so make sure you get your space today because they're only limited, and the pre-sale price is going to go up. And also as well, there is going to be the Rapid Self-Love Glow Up course 2. It's 14 days to manifest money, 14 days to glow up, honey, and the pre-sales are already selling out, so make sure you get yours, and I'll speak to you soon. Remember, House of Wellness, not just a mindset, it's a lifestyle, honey.